Good evening, wrestling fans, and happy New Year's Eve live from the Nation Network. This is the Impact Zone, and it wouldn't be New Year's Eve without a special night of Impact Wrestling, and tonight we've got that for you. Josh Alexander has agreed to put the World Championship on the line tonight in our main event. It's going to be exciting. Get ready, buckle in for Impact Wrestling. The Nation Network brings you the stars of today's WWE roster in alternative storylines. Whether you like it Raw or prefer to be SmackDown, or even check out tomorrow's Legends today with NXT. We have them all right here on the Nation Network. All right, wrestling fans, we are back ready to kick things off tonight with the Knockouts.
Well, we had a match originally scheduled that will not be taking place exactly the way it was set to be. It was supposed to be Vexed going up against The Realm.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Reckoning, the Impact Women's Tag Team Champions.
It indeed was supposed to be a return match. That will not be happening because, as we have seen recently, Chelsea Green has departed Impact Wrestling.
Well, we understand that Deonna Purrazzo has found a suitable tag team partner to fill in tonight. This will now be a non-title match. However, big opportunities lie ahead should they be able to pull off the victory over the Realm.
Very curious to know who Deonna Purrazzo has decided to choose to join her in this match. Serious implications.
And their opponents first, from Hackensack, New Jersey, Deonna Puerta.
The Virtuosa making her way down the aisle towards the ring. She's the former Knockouts champion. She's a former Knockouts tag team champion. Tonight looks to get back into her winning ways. A lot of people were surprised to see that big loss that took place.
Well, it's a matter of time now before we find out who her tag team partner is. It won't be much time, though.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I didn't see that
From
coming.
the United States of America, Marsh Alpha Smash.
Masha Slamovich is going to be standing side by side. Can you believe this? With a Virtuosa. Purrazzo now going to work on the arm. And really pulling back on Taya Valkyrie, trying to separate that shoulder.
Well, we know one thing about the Virtuosa. Given half an opportunity, she will take an arm home as a souvenir.
And now Slamovich in there, and I still can't get over this teaming. Spinning back kick right to the face, and Slamovich in control. Oh, down on the arm again.
Well, there's definitely a game plan in mind right here by the Virtuosa. She has singled out that arm. And now look at this. Rosemary has just joined the match.
Well, in a sense, Freebird rules since the tag team titles are not on the line. And Rosemary over the top rope. Look at this. But Purrazzo was distracted just long enough for Taya Valkyrie to take advantage. Went for that kick. Nice block, however. And now the Virtuosa with a belly-to-back suplex. Dropped her on the back of her head. That's going to do some damage.
Nice go behind right there by Taya Valkyrie, sending the action now out to the apron. And if you're, well, that's what I was just about to say. If you're not careful, it could be a long way down.
Purrazzo is in trouble here on the floor. Valkyrie's going to follow her outside the ring. The Knockouts division has been one of the highlights of 2022 here for Impact Wrestling. Nothing different about that here tonight. This is our opening contest. This is the Impact Zone, ladies and gentlemen. What a 2022 it has been for us right here on the Nation Network. We want to thank all of you who have joined us for the ride as we continue into 2023.
Referee's count has reached 8, and Deonna Purrazzo will get in the ring before the count of 10.
Tremendous move once again. You see, Masha Slamovich was trying to make the tag. Purrazzo has to kick out the back door. And now it is Rosemary against the Virtuosa, and she got caught with a boot right to the face. Tag is made, and now Slamovich comes back in, and I still can't get over this unlikely duo.
Masha Slamovich was announced as being from the United States. That's where she currently resides. However, she is originally from the Soviet Union. The former Soviet Union, the nation known as Russia. And she is tough, powerful, and strong, as you would imagine.
Takes both members of the realm to get the advantage over Masha. And now look at Rosemary springboard off the middle rope with a leg drop down across the throat. And now Slamovich in trouble.
Rosemary having away with those hard right hands to the head. Doesn't seem to be very intimidated whatsoever by Masha Slamovich or her reputation.
When we talk about the Knockouts division, both members of the realm have been dominant in the Knockouts division since its inception. Realistically, they have played key roles. They've seen it all. The names that have come, the names that have gone, they are not going to be intimidated. That much I can assure you. Taya Valkyrie had her in the corner. Now Taya Valkyrie comes off the middle rope with a body press. And Slamovich, who has a most impressive win-loss record here in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, one of the most impressive records in Impact Wrestling, no doubt about it.
Into the turnbuckle she goes, and now followed in. Oh, look at this. Purrazzo tags herself in and might have got a thumb to the eye, because Taya Valkyrie was taken back for a moment, and now look at this, working the arm again.
Clearly, there is a game plan in mind by Deonna Purrazzo. She wants that arm, and she is softening it up.
Oh, what a move right there by Valkyrie. That head scissor into a DDT and hooks the leg. Will that be enough? She got her. Oh, 2 3/4 count. But man, was that close.
Purrazzo going to have to really be careful because you take too many moves like that and the match will be over. You'll be on the short end of the paycheck.
Tornado DDT takes her down. Valkyrie comes over, makes the tag. Rosemary back in, the leader of the realm. Goes for the cover, 2, and a save was made by Slamovich. We see Reckoning at ringside. It was Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie that went back into the dark realm to bring Reckoning back here to Impact Wrestling. And now Rosemary on the top rope. Senton. Purrazzo's in trouble. We've got action outside the ring. There won't be any saves made right now. Butterfly back suplex, perfectly executed. I thought she might hold on to those arms and go for the cover. Cradle pile driver, it's over.
Yeah, that is one of the most impactful, pardon the pun, hits that you can possibly take in professional wrestling. That pile driver with the cradle, and she got it. No, somehow she managed to kick out.
I still can't figure it out. Shades of Jerry Lynn with that pile driver, and very seldom will you see somebody walk away. Irish whip again by Slamovich. Into the turnbuckle she goes. Follows her in with a big boot to the face. Hooks the leg, gets 1. And a save is made. Big knee strike by Slamovich. Rosemary might be unconscious. Follows it up with a moonsault.
Right now, the challengers are having one heck of an outing. And this team is really looking pretty good for a first-time ever tag team going up against the defending champions, no less.
Slamovich has her. Oh, look like she was going for a package pile driver of her own. Rosemary gets out of trouble, at least for the moment. Hooks the leg. Cannot hold Masha down. Taya Valkyrie outside the ring in the meantime doing a number on the Virtuosa, and there's a big clothesline. That Russian Soviet clothesline might be enough. It is a major victory for the startup team of Masha Slamovich and the Virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo. Can you believe it?
Very surprising victory, but at the same point in time, I'm not shocked by the victory because you have two tremendously talented individuals in Masha Slamovich and Deonna Purrazzo, so it's not that big a surprise they pulled off the win. But at the same time, you would have to think the advantage was going to tip towards the tag team champions.
Well, the Knockouts division goes out with a bang here in 2022 with a massive win from Masha Slamovich and Deonna Purrazzo. We will be back with more Impact Zone in just a moment. Stay with us.
For over 15 years, the Nation Network has brought you the greatest wrestling action anywhere. The best of the past, the present, and the future. And now, with 2K22, we take the next step together as a nation.
Ooh, yeah! What you gonna do, man, when the Nation Network runs wild on you? Well, it's time! It's time! It's Nation time! For over 17 years, we have brought you some of the most original content anywhere. And now is your chance to join the Nation. Exclusively here on YouTube. Click that subscribe button right now. Make sure you hit the like button when you're watching the videos. And hit that bell notification so you know when we go live. Make sure you follow us on Twitter as well. We are One Nation.
All right, wrestling fans, we are back ready for our next matchup. But boy, I'll tell you what, the bar's been set pretty high based on that opening contest.
Well, there's not much doubt in my mind they'll be able to meet that level with this matchup for sure.
Making his way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 253 pounds, Eddie Edwards.
Eddie Edwards. It has been an up and down 2022 for this man. A founding member of Honor No More. They ran roughshod throughout Impact Wrestling for a number of months. It put a severe strain on his personal life, however. Alicia Edwards and he were not on speaking terms for a very long time. They are starting to mend fences.
Well, of course, it was also the time where the Honor No More group basically dissolved. Loser leave town matches will do that to you.
Indeed, many members of Honor No More no longer even in Impact Wrestling. And he has not made any friends over the year 2022, and those that he did are gone. A bit of a lone wolf at this point in time, and here is the man who shocked the world with a recent debut. Former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, Jonathan Gresham.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 221 pounds, Jonathan Graham.
Well, we got to see him alongside Jordan Grace in a mixed tag team match last week. Tonight, we get our first look at him in singles competition here at Impact Wrestling.
A lot of people were very surprised that he was not to remain a member of Ring of Honor, but their loss is our gain.
No doubt about it, there is a lot of upside here to having Jonathan Gresham as part of Impact Wrestling. Collar and elbow tie up in the middle of the ring, and this one's officially underway. Gresham going to work on the arm of Eddie Edwards and now sets him up. Brainbuster, wasting no time at all, going for the big hits.
Well, the clock is ticking on 2022, so get them in while you can is what I think is happening here.
Jonathan Gresham shoots him to the ropes. Nice drop down, comes up from behind. Deep arm drag. And Eddie Edwards taken for the ride. Now, Edwards, he is a mainstay in Impact Wrestling, bar none. One of the biggest and most influential players in that locker room. He's been up against all that talent that has ever been here as he gets dropped on his head, not once, but now twice.
Gresham just continues to administer all sorts of punishment here.
Edwards going for the DDT, but Gresham's his sides differently. Takes down the arm, and now look at this. Nice roll through, driving the knee into the bicep and perhaps the shoulder of Eddie Edwards. Action is hot and heavy right here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Impact Zone, our main event coming up next for the World Heavyweight Championship. Josh Alexander has agreed to put the title on the line here tonight to close out 2022. Will we have a new champion as well?
It's a matter of time before we find out the answer, but I'll tell you right now, just watching this match right here, I can tell you if he is able to defend that title successfully, either way, one of these men can give him the match of a lifetime.
Gresham again in the corner. What's he got in mind here? Hurricane Rana, what a move by the man who refers to himself as the Octopus. Turning that arm in, and now he's got the leg as well. And look at that torture. He is stretching him out now. Eddie Edwards is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Eddie Edwards is having his body manipulated in ways it's not supposed to bend. And that is going to put a lot of joint compliant pain pressure.
Block, and Edwards comes up with a right hand now. Gresham fighting his way back out of it successfully, I might add. There's another Irish whip. Jonathan Gresham drops down, comes back out front. Flying drop kick right to the chest. Jonathan Gresham involved in a match earlier on this year in Ring of Honor with Claudio Castagnoli that many people consider to be a match of the year contender. Eddie Edwards is in trouble.
Well, he just dodged a major bullet, in my opinion, because it looked for sure that he was going to have his lights turned out with that octopus stretch if he were able to have gotten it on there.
He's got the arms. Eddie Edwards. Oh, I thought he was getting out of it. He's not. He's tied up, and look at that pretzel.
Well, this is what Gresham does better than anyone. He will, again, talk about pain compliance. He will put your body into positions it's never been in before, more than likely, and you are going to experience a level of pain that you will not in any way be comfortable with.
Gresham continues the beating. And now going after the leg. What's he? Oh, the ankle! He's going for the ankle! Gresham's got it on. Edwards couldn't quite make it to the ropes, but he is able to find his way out of it. Goes for the scoop, couldn't get him. Jonathan Gresham wants him back up on his feet. Oh, there's a shoulders down with a backslide. Couldn't hold on, though, too close to the ropes. And now Gresham dropped head first into the turnbuckle, and now Eddie Edwards, sensing that perhaps momentum is on his side.
Well, it better be, because he's been on the receiving end of almost all the punishment in this matchup, and if he doesn't find an answer and find it quickly, it'll be all over.
Went for the drop kick to the knee. Missed it. Look at these two exchanging blows now in the middle of the ring. Gresham again with a German suplex, shoulders down. He got him! No!
Well, personally, from where I was standing, it appeared to me Eddie Edwards may have had an arm under the bottom rope. Referee clearly did not see it. And here's the octopus.
This is the move. He applied this to Claudio Castagnoli, and Castagnoli, one of the few men that was able to survive it. Eddie Edwards, he's slipping. How much has he got left in the tank? Can he survive this? And now Eddie Edwards can add his name to those who have survived the octopus. Shot to the midsection, and now roll over. Cradles him up. Shoulders are down. Middle of the ring. Referee counts two. He got him. Jonathan Gresham with a major victory here on Impact Wrestling.
Well, when you want to end the year out with a bang, Jonathan Gresham just showed you how to do it as he remains undefeated here in Impact Wrestling since making his debut.
We're going to take a look back at some of the moments from that match. Ladies and gentlemen, what an unbelievable match these two men just put on.
Here is your winner, Jonathan Graham.
Eddie Edwards complaining to the referee about the outcome on this one. We'll be back with our main event. Stay with us.
Now streaming on the Nation Network, PWI Review and Relive, where along with a panel of experts, we take a deep dive into random issues of some of the most recognizable wrestling magazines in history, where contestants go head-to-head and compete in wrestling knowledge to see who will go on to be the reigning champion. Now streaming on Twitch too. Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on the Nation Network.
Your winner and new World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion. Join us for Classic Calls, the live stream that captures the feel of the old days of professional wrestling. With the power of the classic board game Superstar Pro Wrestling, we bring the legends back to life as only we can.
Distracting the referee Valentine. Oh, low blow.
Names like Flair, Funk, Rhodes, Hogan, Snuka, Piper, and many others will rise to glory once again on the only channel that can contain the action, the Nation Network.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was an upset.
Look for it on Saturday evenings at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time.
The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match and is for the Impact World Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ending 2022 on a big note here tonight inside Impact Zone Wrestling. Take a look at the #1 contender, the man who pulled off a big match last week in order to get this opportunity, none other than Matt Cardona.
Always ready, that's the name of the game, and that's the name he puts on himself as well. Matt Cardona, since leaving the big leagues, as they refer to themselves sometimes, has done nothing but dominate the wrestling landscape across the United States and even overseas. Now he's right here at Impact Wrestling with an opportunity to set the bar even higher by becoming the World Heavyweight Champion on the last day of 2022.
Take a quick look at the belt hanging above the ring. One of these men will have to climb that ladder in order to pull it down. Easier said than done. Tables, ladders, and chairs, all legal in this one. The walking weapon, Josh Alexander. Unusual to see him coming to the ring without the belt around his waist, but it's already above the ring, and at this moment, it belongs to either man. Whichever can get up there, secure it, and bring it down. Well, the secure it part is actually the key to this thing, because there is also a combination lock on that championship belt. You can't just unsnap it. You have to unhook the lock. Both men have the combination. That's not the problem. The problem is while you're up there trying to diddle with it, while somebody else is trying to knock you off a 15-foot high ladder. Alexander, that's a serious look on the eyes and on the face of the champion. Bell sounds, and now we are officially underway. Collar and elbow tie-up. Alexander planted face first. One-man flapjack by Matt Cardona.
I'll tell you, I think this particular match might, just might, lean an advantage to the challenger, because he has, like we said earlier, and making the rounds around the entire world of professional wrestling. And one of those places he has spent a lot of time is Combat Zone, and he's been in some of the most brutal matches, the hardcore, the death-defying matches of all time against people like Nick Gage. And if you don't know who he is, trust me, he is not a wrestler per se, but he will put you through barbed wire, through light bulbs, chairs, tables, the whole nine.
Indeed. And to your point, Cardona holds victories over that man in places where most people do not. Nice move again by Cardona, variation of the diamond cutter almost, and he's got the champion stunned. To the turnbuckle he goes. Cardona follows him in with a forearm that drops him. And now what's he doing here? Cardona's got a table.
Well, as we've stated already, this is all part of the match. It's legal. Do what you want with it.
Cardona setting that table up now, right in the middle of the ring. And the champion to the turnbuckle. Alexander has him, butterflies him over.
Might have put him through the table if he would have timed it just a little bit differently.
Oh, and look at this. Matt Cardona. Radio silence, and if this were a regular match, he might be going for the win right there, but it's not. And that will do him absolutely no good. Alexander has got Cardona up in the air. What's he going to do with him here? Shoulder breaker, and drops him on top of the table.
Using that table as a weapon, and as we mentioned earlier, that is part of the game, completely legitimate.
The champion now getting the advantage. Irish whip over the top rope, and Cardona goes down hard. Cardona stirs, manages to get back up. Going underneath the ring looking for something as Alexander setting that table up. Oh, the steel ladder right to the head. Again, driving. Oh, wait. They are going to climb the ladder. Our first chance to see this in action. Look at this. He's got the belt. Cardona has got the belt.
He's trying to pull it down. And now look at this. Josh Alexander eye to eye with him.
Cardona coming down. And now he's got the steel chair. Swing and a miss. Oh, through the table.
Well, those are the ramifications that you might end up having to deal with when you're in a match like this one.
Cardona going up now. Josh Alexander. The champion's gonna meet him. Head first. And now the challenger taking the plunge. Cardona back up again. Head first into the top rung of that ladder again.
That time it did some damage, I believe, to the champion, perhaps.
He's got him by the throat, does Cardona. Oh, and down goes Josh Alexander. Matt Cardona's back up again. Trying to unfasten that lock, and we mentioned earlier it is not easy to do. That ladder is rickety.
It is very unstable, to say the least, much like Matt Cardona himself.
Cardona looks like he's got some of this combination going now, and here comes the champion. He'd better do something before it's too late. Cardona trying to time this. The two of them exchanging blows here on the top. Oh, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
From the top of the ladder, you've got to be kidding me.
All the way to the floor, he's dead. Matt Cardona's not getting up from this. We're gonna need medical attention. Josh Alexander has removed the lock and is still your Impact World Champion.
Well, as we take a look back, look at that. Look at that. You're not going to get up from that over a 20-foot drop onto his back.
Here is your winner, and still Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander.
Have a very happy and safe New Year's Eve, everyone, and we'll see you in 2023. Good night.